It's a beautiful vintage looking square. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to make the garden square motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. We're going to start with a slip knot, and we're going to start with a base ring. For our base ring, we want to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to close off this ring by doing a slip stitch into the very first chain that you made. So that first chain, you insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through to close. And we're going to be working into the center of that ring. It might be a little tight, but if you pull your chains apart, you'll see there's a little hole in there, and that's where we want to work. For row 1, we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And now into the ring, we want to do the following combination 7 times. We're going to do 1 double crochet, and a chain 1. That's my first time. I want 6 more times. Into the ring, double crochet, chain 1. I want 5 more times, double crochet, chain 1. Now 4 more times. I'm going to do that off camera. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did my last repetition here. To finish off this row, we're going to do a slip stitch into the third chain of the chain 4 that you started with. So we count from bottom to top, 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, just a slip stitch. And that there is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to do a slip stitch into the very first chain space. So that's going to be the one between the chain 3 and the first double crochet. Into there, just a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And into the same chain 1 space, you want to do 2 double crochets. So into there, just 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 1. And into the next chain 1 space, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So here is 1, 2, and 3. And now we want to chain 1. And that's the repetition we want all the way around. Into the chain 1 space between the double crochets of the previous row. Into there, we're going to do 3 double crochets. And then you're going to chain 1. So let's do this all the way around. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just did my final repetition. So 3 double crochets into the last chain 1 space and a chain 1. And now to finish off this row, we want to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that we started with. So into that third chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through to close. And this here is the end of row 2. Now for row 3, we're going to do a slip stitch into each of the next 2 double crochets and chain 1 space, because we want to get ourselves into that chain 1 space. So into the next double crochet, a slip stitch, into the next double crochet, a slip stitch, and into the first chain 1 space, a slip stitch. Now from this spot, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the same chain 1 space, you want to do 2 double crochets. So here's 1 and 2. Now you want to chain 1, and then into the next chain 1 space, we're going to do the following repetition. You're going to do 3 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Then you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the same chain 1 space, 3 more double crochets. So here is 1, 2, and 3. So that was all into the same space, and it gives you a little corner here. Moving on, we're going to chain 1. And then do 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. So the one between the 2 sets of treble crochets into there, 3 double crochets. There's 1, 2, and 3. And now you want to chain 1. That ends the repeat. I'm going to do it one more time with you. So the repeat starts at the next chain 1 space doing your corner repetition. So for that we want 3 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Then a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And into the same chain 1 space, another 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Continuing the repeat, you're going to do a chain 1. And then into the next chain 1 space, you want 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. And to finish off the repeat, you want to do a chain 1. So now you want to do that, let's see, 2 more times because you need 2 more corners. I'll do that when I finish my last corner repetition. I'll just verbalize it for you one more time. You've finished, you repeat with a chain 1. So now you start the next repeat into the next chain 1 space, a corner repetition, which is 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 1, and then into the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochets, and then a chain 1. And do that. You're going to end with a corner here. So I'm going to meet you when I'm there. Okay, I just finished my last corner repetition. And since we started this row with that cluster of 3 double crochets, how we're going to finish is you're just going to do a chain 1 after the corner repetition. And now we're going to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that you started with. So into that 3rd chain, insert your hook and pull the yarn through to close. And now you've got your cute little square. You can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. And here we have it. Look how adorable this is. This is a bit of a smaller square compared to others. And you can clean it off if you make a round of single crochets around, just to kind of give it an edge, make it a little wider, making sure that you do 2 in the corners to maintain that corner. But I really love this one. It looks just fun and a little vintage to me. I don't know why. Real pretty. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.